Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha pattanam pavanobhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavindaki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai Prem se Bhakti Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda ki Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. All gurus assembled devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. This is Radha Pyari Devidasi from Baltimore. I thank you all of you for attending this session. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy names which are to be avoided written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruity activities, Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank you everyone for joining the Bhakti Sanga conference call today. Let us move to our next section, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the call this morning? Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadashi to everyone.
हरे कृष्ण राधा प्यारी माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट एंड हैप्पी एकादशी टू ऑल डिवोटीज ऑन द कॉल हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dindvat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is a detachment from Chicago. Happy Ekadashi to all the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for Prabhuji for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadashi Prabhuji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Radha Pyari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Shyama Gauri Devi Dasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna Shyama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Happy Ekadashi Mataji.
Happy Ekadashi to everyone, Mataji. Thank you so much. We have Maharaj today in Charlotte, so we have program.
Oh, nice, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Radha Pyari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas, and happy Ekadasi to everyone.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadasi, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Radha Pyari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, and all glories to all the devotees on the call. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas. Hare Krishna Mataji, and happy Ekadashi to everyone on the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Harita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadasi, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my humble obeisances to you and all the devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Param Pavani Shama Devi Dasi from Baltimore. Hare Krishna, Happy Ekadashi.
Hare Krishna Param Pavani Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Happy Ekadasi, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण राधा प्यारी माता जी और गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद and Guru Maharaj's
My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devdasi from Raleigh. Happy Ekadasi to everyone.
Hare Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Happy Ekadasi, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Radha Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. This is Shivani from Ashburn, Virginia. Happy Ekadashi to all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Shivani Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Happy Ekadasi, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Radha Pyari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. My Dandavat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Susmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna Shushmita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadasi, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are fortunate to have His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto 8th chapter verse 3 to 4 onwards. First, I would like to hand over call to Ayan Prabhuji for brief introduction of Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all Guru Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I would like to hand over call to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadasi, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. I offer my obeisances to all assembled devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, and happy Ekadasi to all assembled devotees. Here is a very brief introduction for our dear speaker, His Grace Samik Rishi Das. Samik Rishi Prabhuji is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Being a doctor by profession, Prabhuji has done immense services to the devotee community and served the society by donating for lots of projects. For example, he donated the deities of Philadelphia Temple, and he made 3,000 temple units that serve as an altar in the villages. Prabhuji also served as temple president of ISKCON New Jersey for 15 years. Prabhuji is known for his simplicity and humility. Prabhuji is now an initiating guru in ISKCON. Here's a very brief introduction for our Prabhuji. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Nice introduction. Mataji, I couldn't see Prabhuji not at join.
Yeah, he will join, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. We can do chanting, Mataji, until Prabhuji join. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Mataji, Prabhuji joined.
Krishna, Rama Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam, all Guru Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, happy Ekadasi. I would like to hand over call to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, your camera, yeah. Please turn the phone, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Your camera is up and up, down. Can you unmute yourself, Prabhuji?
We can't hear, Prabhuji.
No, you cannot hear.
Yeah, now we can hear you, Prabhuji. Yeah. Now this camera, you have to put in vertical way, Prabhuji.
Oh, vertical way? Yeah, it cannot. Okay. It's not enough for vertical. I have to keep it in a. Let me see.
Horizontal, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yeah, now it's perfect, Prabhuji. Now it's perfect.
But it's very small. I was thinking that if I could put.
Yeah, but when you put the horizontal way, it is coming up and down, Prabhuji. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, we can continue in the vertical.
Yeah, it's perfect, Prabhuji. You can
It's
keep like
perfect
that.
now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me in this way?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you.
Yes.
Can I start?
Yes,
Can I
Prabhuji.
begin?
Yes, Prabhuji.
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदानाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुषे नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नस्तप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोकैर् भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. So we are reading Canto 7, Chapter 8, text number 4 and 5. The Lord slays the king of the demons. That demon, king of the demon, that is Hiranyakashipu.
3 and 4, Prabhuji, 3 and 4.
Okay, 3 and 4, they are together. So little bit background about these verses 3 and 4. That Prahlad is preaching to his schoolmates, and that was very, very effective preaching. When a pure devotee like Prahlad preaches the glories of the Lord, following in the footsteps of spiritual master like a pure devotee, Narad Muni for Prahlad, then his preaching is very, very effective. So by associating with a pure devotee and following the instructions of Prahlad Maharaj, one becomes fixed in Krishna consciousness and is not disturbed by materialistic consciousness. His teachers were teaching him about materialistic consciousness, about how to rule, how to subdue the people, how to control, how to so many things that is for a king, but in a demonic way, not like a Ramaraj. So the teachers were doing, but teachers, when they saw that it's becoming so effective, and where he learned, he did not know the Sanda and Amar, and so all the children they become Krishna conscious, and they were singing, they were writing about, they were chanting, and in this way, this Sanda and Amar become very afraid that we could not fulfill the desire of our master Hiranyakashipu. He accepts Krishna and Narayan is God, but Hiranyakashipu says that I am the God, worship me. The temple, there should not be any deities. So he was to diminish the effect. He thought that he could kill the Brahmanas and Yagyas and all the Vedic rituals or Vedic culture. If he finish it, then Vishnu would not be able. He will become very weak, and we could win. So in this way, he was doing so much atrocities on the general public, and everybody was very much afraid. And so he kicked out even Indra from his place, and he kicked out all the demigods from their places, and they were like acting in they are shivering in front of the Hiranyakashipu. They could not do their work properly, and they took the shelter of the Lord. Now Prahlad Maharaj is like Sand and Amar took Prahlad Maharaj to his father and Hiranyakashipu, and he put him on his lap and asking that different questions. What did you learn? And naturally it is his son, so he was loving him. But when he said that Vishnu is the topmost, you got all your strength from him, everything is coming from him, and so then he became very angry, and he decided to kill Prahlad Maharaj. So we will read now about what he did. He was hissing like a trembled snake, trembled snake. So the text number 3, कोपावेश चलत् गात्रः पुत्रं हन्तुं मनोदधे क्षिप्त्वा वर्षया वाचा प्रह्लादम् अतदर्हणम् आहेक्ष मानः पापेन तिरक्षीणेन चक्षुषा प्रश्रयावनन्तं दान्तं बद्धाञ्जलि अवस्थितं सर्पः पदाहत इव श्वसन् प्रकृतिदारुणः. Can you hear all right?
Yes,
Is it
yes, but it is little low, but we can hear you, Prabhuji.
I will put it very close by and see. It used to be on a stand, but now it is in my hand. Okay, so I think it would be a little bit more better. So translation
yes.
purpose, there are important words. Kopa dvesha, by a very angry mood. Kopa means anger, anger mode. Shipta, he was rebuking her, throwing him from his lap. And Atat Arhanam, not fit to be chastised. He was a noble child, but he was not fit to be. But he did chastise him, and he's saying that he was looking at him in a very, very anger mood. So in this way, the translation that is given, when Hiranyakashipu understood the entire situation, he was extremely angry, so much so that his body trembled. Thus he finally decided to kill his son Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu was by nature very cruel, and feeling insulted, he began hissing like a snake, trampled upon by someone's foot. His son Prahlad was peaceful and mild and gentle. His senses were under control, and he stood before Hiranyakashipu with folded hands. According to Prahlada's age and behavior, he was not to be chastised. Yet, with staring, crooked eyes, Hiranyakashipu rebuked him with the following harsh words. So, the word here was impudent. Impudent means very, very rude, not polite. He was lacking in respect. It was a little child, his own son, but because he did not accept him as God, or so he was wanted to kill him, and that are his whole chapter of this. The Lord is slays the king of the demons. So Hiranyakashipu was killed by the Lord Nrsimhadev. So purport: when one is impudent toward a highly authorized devotee, one is punished by the laws of nature. The duration of his life. So what happens if you are like troubling to the devotees, highly authoritative? So one is punished by the law of nature, and that happens immediately. It is by the nature's law. The duration of his life. So what things happen? The duration of his life is diminished, and he loses his blessings of superior persons and the results of pious activities. Hiranyakashipu, for example, had achieved such great power in the material world that he could subdue practically all the planetary systems in the universe, including the heavenly planets, Swargalok. So that was his power. But if you do not take care of, like, become very, very angry, lose control of yourself, and want to take the position of the Supreme Lord, naturally these things happen. And his whole dynasty, not only Hiranyakashipu, but his other ministers, and they were all killed by the Supreme Lord. Yet now, because of his mistreatment of such a Vaishnava as Prahlad Maharaj, all the results of his tapasya diminished, as is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. Ayub Shriyam Yasho Dharmam Lokan Ashisha Evacha Hanti Shreyamsi Sarva Sarvadni Pumsho Mahad Atikramaha. So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 4, text number 6. But even some text before that also very, very important, that what happens when someone is doing like a Vaishnava Aparad, or doing what this Hiranyakashipu has did. And there are many, many in the history, there are many, many instances like that. So there is another verse of number 42, that Paramatma is sitting in everyone's heart, and and he's the Supreme Lord, but he is the enemy, or the most enemy for these demons is the personality of Godhead. That's why the Paramatma is called Asura Dwit. Asura Dwit. The topmost, even Brahmaji and Shivji, they are staying, all the demigods in his protection. Even Sadhu and Rishis and Vaishnavas, they depend on the Supreme Lord. And that should be the way that one should depend, one should take Sharanagati of the Supreme Lord. Means Anukul, everything you do, favorable to Krishna. Everything you don't do, if it is not favorable. And Krishna will protect you, that should be always be considered, that Krishna will protect me. And he is never afraid. And he should take shelter as maintainer or a whole thing, just like a wife takes shelter of the husband and he protects, maintains everything. So that should be that he should be accepted as our maintainer, as our husband. And then Karpanya, that one should not feel very, that it should be very humble. So, and we should surrender, submit ourselves. That is Sharanagati. So all the demigods are part and parcel. We are also part and parcel of Vishnu. We are Mamai Vansho Jiva Loke. So we are children of Krishna. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Suraya. Parapada. He is the topmost Parapada. And we always see him as our maintainer. So in Bhagavatam, 43rd word, 10th canto, chapter 4, Evam Durmintri Bhis Kanshasa Mantra Durmati Brahma Hinsam Hitam Mene Kala Pashavratosura. So just like Kansa also did the same thing, and he was killing so many Brahmanas and little children who were born within a month period. He was doing the same thing, like this Hiranyakashipu was killing his own son. So he had bad ministers. And same thing, Hiranyakashipu, nobody could speak against him a single word. Nobody could advise him. He was so powerful. So although we are all bound by the laws of nature, and then Yamaraj is watching, but Kansa, he started killing Brahmanas and Yajnas and stuff. So similar way, this Hiranyakashipu also did the same thing, and he wanted to kill his own son. Like you see, when there is anger is that was there. He was very, very angry. So what are the steps of anger? Anger, when it is there. So there is a trigger. Trigger means Prahlad Maharaj did not accept him as Lord Narayan. So he became very, very angry. And then there is escalation. His anger went to such an extent that he wanted to kill his own son, a little tender child. Then there was crisis that, oh, where did you get this strength? He says, my strength is the same I get as you are getting your strength. When he thought that my strength, I got all this from my own tapasya, to Brahmaji, who is this? So he would not accept Vishnu as the supreme personality of Godhead or giving the strength. So in this way, so that is escalation, and there is a crisis that he wanted to now kill his own son, and then there is usually, if somebody else, like, they will recover, and then they go into depression. So there are these 5 stages of anger. Anger happens when what we have, like, does not fulfill our desire. In Bhagavad Gita also, there is second chapter describes ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसस्तेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति. Means when this is step by step, this happens when you contemplate on some sense objects, and then you want to obtain them, and you cannot obtain, then you become very, very angry. So this is the root cause, is our desires. That our desire should be Krishna conscious desire. So Krishna conscious, if it is not there, if it is materialistic desire, then every materialistic is always go, whatever they may get, they can never get happiness, and they will get opposite. Means they will be disturbed, they would never be happy. Only happiness is there in Krishna consciousness. We are a spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna, and unless it is in its real atmosphere, that is Krishna conscious atmosphere, you cannot be happy. Fish out of the water cannot be happy unless it is in the water. So we need our association has to be Krishna conscious devotee. So there were 5 things that happen when one is. This happens because we are in mode of ignorance and mode of passion. And in that mode, we do not know what is good for us and what is not good for us. And in that way, we start disturbing our own selfishness to the other people who are innocent, or they may not be innocent, but we become very, very angry. So these 5 things happen. Ayu, Shriyam, Yasho, Dharmam, Lokana, Shisha Evacha, Hanti, Shreyanchi, Sarvani, Punsho, Madhati, Krama. Jab, O King, whenever, when O King means this is addressed by Sukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj, that if somebody tries to hurt the devotees or Mahapurush, then his age becomes shortened since he dies earlier, his beauty is gone, his fame is gone, then his dharma is gone. It means he was not dharmic, he does not follow any rules and regulation of the devotional service, and what he could have got Ashirvad from other people, then to go to the higher planets. Now he goes to hellish planets and suffers and gets the body of. Then 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, these things are very, very beautifully written, that how a person who does not follow devotional life, and so there are others, like say Kansa itself, that we give the example, and then Kansa, he was bringing his sister Devki in the marriage along with her husband Vasudevji in his chariot. He became like a chariot driver. But when he heard that eighth son of your sister will kill you, then he immediately gave up his loving affair. So that is the demons. They have no, really, they don't consider who is saying, is it right or wrong, or should I do that with it. So he wanted to kill her. He caught hold of her hairs and chopping off her neck with his sword. He took out the sword. But then Vasudevji is a diplomatic. He told that at such an auspicious time, you should not kill your own sister. It will it will be very much infamy for you, and I will give each and every child born of her. You are not so leave her alone at least at this time. So he brought her home, and then later on, his ministers were also demoniac. They told that no, who knows what is the eighth child, and Narad Muni wanted to accelerate this process of having Krishna come earlier. So he, जब तक पाप का घड़ा नहीं भरता है, इसलिए उन्होंने भी सलाह दी कि in a round circle, number 8 could be anywhere. Where you start, it depends on that. Like people sometimes say that Lord Ramchandra was in the Treta Yuga and Krishna came in Dwapar Yuga. So he is but no, it is like these things, they go on in a cyclical way. In a cyclical way, you cannot see who is first and who is second. So we have to accept according to the scriptural injunctions. So, this Pondarak, he was very envious. This envy and anger, and they are all together. So he became very, very envious of Krishna. He says, I am the original Vasudeva. He put his 2 another hands, and ultimately he was also killed by Lord Krishna himself. Durvasa Muni became very, very angry when he thought that I am the Brahman, I am very highly elevated, and he came on the advice of Duryodhan with 10,000 disciples. And Duryodhan told that go when after Draupadi eats from that. So they knew about this pot given to them by sun god, that until Draupadi eats, anything and everything can be brought by this pot. Pot gives that, just like Kamdhenu cow gives everything. And so she already ate, she cleaned the pot, and then this Durvasa goes there. And Durvasa Muni asked that we are coming to you and we will take prasad. So now Draupadi was very much worried. So she calls on Krishna. Krishna comes and says that I am very hungry. Please give me some food. He says that is our problem. They are calling. She instead narrated everything about Durvasa, how Duryodhana sent them that he will curse. So in this way, but he was previously, this Durvasa was he to Ambarish Maharaj. Durvasa ill-treated Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj was fasting for 40 days or more. Ekadashi fast, and there has to be paran. Paran means you eat some grains at the end of the period. There is certain time period. And so Durvasa went and he's a yogi. So he took long time in coming back. And then a long time in coming back. So this Ambarish Maharaj thought that he asked the Brahmanas what I should do. They said that you could drink some drops of water. It is not a food, and you will break your fast. So when he took, so Durvasa Muni understood that he, without honoring me, he took something beforehand, and he became very angry. And then he took out his hair and called out for Kratya Rakshasi. So devour Ambarish Maharaj. But there was always Sudarshan Chakra to protect the Ambarish Maharaj. He was highly elevated that Krishna kept a Sudarshan Chakra. So now Sudarshan Chakra killed the Kratya and he is going behind Rasamani. So how much problem happens if one does not follow, disrespects a devotee and does Vaishnava Aparad or follow the rules and regulation of devotional service. So anything materially, whatever elevation it may be, but it will always harm you. It cannot give you any real happiness or peace. It's really not happiness, but always suffering without Krishna consciousness. Whole world is suffering because of lack of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada has done such a wonderful job that he made Krishna consciousness easily accessible to everybody by his books, by his temples, by his gurukuls, by his own practical example. So many ways that if we follow, then we do not have to suffer in the material world. That is the only way. So about how these Durjan people, Chanakya Pandit is also writing about that in his shlokas, and give up the association of wicked persons, demonic persons, worship the association of the saintly, do pious deeds day and night, and always remember the temporality of the world. The world is temporary. We are in a temporary place. It may dukhalayam ashashvatam. It may go away at any time. So we should act according to the scriptural injunction. And that is the most important part, is asat sanga tyag, yahi Vaishnavachar. Means Istri Sangi or Asadu or Ek Asadu, Krishna Abhakta. A Vaishnava is one who gives up the association of non-devotees. What is the non-devotee? So non-devotee, Lord Chaitanya defines him as one who is too attached to the material enjoyment and who is not a sadhu, sadhu. So material world is so much full of unnecessary things, and they come out with new and new gadgets. People's home is all filled up with so many unwanted things, and we like big TVs, so many toys for children, so many cosmetic things. Whole bathroom is filled, all the rooms are filled. So it is not really needed, all those things, and we waste our so much time in collecting these things, in protecting those things, and not really, they are not needed. We need some nice prasad, Krishna's deities, offering them food, some devotees, invite devotees to your home and have some Krishna katha, dress deities nicely, offer deities nicely, take some Krishna prasad. So, in Nectar of Instruction, Srila Prabhupada very nicely say, so non-devotee means who is attached to the material environment, material comfort. One may say that yes, we should have comfort, but only to the extent that we could continue with our Krishna consciousness. Yes, we need some sense gratification. according to the dharma, not whimsically, not what this pleases my senses, so let me enjoy it. So that kind of tendency should be cut off, and so you will learn in association of devotees. Sadhu Sanga, Sarva Shastra ka hai, Lava Matra Sadhu Sanga, Sarva Siddhi hai. So one thing that we should remember, the temporality of this matter. So, and then we follow the devotional process, then we become happy. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na sochati na kankshati, sama sarveshu bhuteshu, mad bhaktim lavate param. That never to forget that this world is temporary. Dreaming is always temporary. And the Prabhupada means he's saying that whatever we possess, whatever we are seeing, these are all dreams, temporary. If a person becomes entangled with temporary life and later takes to nationalism or even familyism, it is a waste of time. Without our real family is Krishna and his family, his devotees. Without cultivating Krishna consciousness, we only create karma for another birth in the miserable temporary world. So human life is very, very rare, and if we have it after 8.4 million species of life, then we should use it properly to develop our Krishna consciousness. That is the only business when we have this Athato Brahma Jigyasa. And now we have a human life. Athatam At Ata means that we have a human life we should use to develop our Krishna consciousness. This Loma Rishi, he had so many body, and then one hair is equal to one lifetime of Brahma. So until all these hairs they fall down, he will be alive. So when his disciples asked him that should I make a little hut for you, and he says that I have to die one day, when that will be after many millions and millions of years. And for a small life, a human life, we waste so much our energies in just decorating. It's like a decorating the dead body. We should decorate with Krishna consciousness ourselves. So one may rise to the Brahman platform by the performance of austerities, but he will fall down if he neglects to render service to Krishna and his pure devotees. We are establishing different centers that Prabhupada is saying, not for sense enjoyment, but for good association of the devotees. There must be such management or arrangement that we always have good association for advancement. So material world is a dangerous place if we do not follow the rules and regulation of Krishna consciousness. So we should encourage whatever encourages renunciation instead of building up our assets in this world. These assets will go away. We will chant Hare Krishna even if we don't always have. Means our desire should be to please Krishna, to remember Krishna. Prabhupada asked so many people. Somebody was a good cook, and he will say that, "Oh, good cook, you are the topmost." They were asking Prabhupada, "What is the most what do you most desire?" And then who were writing the books, they were thinking that he will send that his book publishing is my business, so that is good. Somebody was a writer, somebody is traveling, book distribution. So different people, Rath Yatra, different people thought this was in Los Angeles when all the devotees were there, and they asked Prabhupada, "What do you like the most?" And Prabhupada, ultimately Prabhupada spoke that one should really remember Krishna. And if every my disciples remember Krishna 24 hours a day, that is what I like. Means all the time, Satatam Kirtayantama, all the time we should remember Krishna and never forget him. That is the topmost part that we should do or practice in our life. And that happens with a good devotee association. Association with devotees, practicing devotional service together, that is association. So assembly people means chanting and hearing together, that is association, and performing devotional acts in a company of sadhus. So doing pious deeds day and night can mean planting trees, digging wells, building roads, doing things that many people will benefit from. A Vaishnava is expected to do more than that, not just pious activity, but by preaching that you turn their face towards Krishna. We are all lost children of Krishna, and our activity is to bring those lost children to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. So, spiritual life, distribution of the holy name, distributing prasadam, distributing shastra, and the building or maintaining temples. These are the pious deeds that Srila Prabhupada asked his followers, not roads and all these things, not bringing more and more new modern gadgets. What can a good birth mean in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy? Good birth means getting birth in a devotee family. And remembering from Prabhupada compared a progressive spiritual life to a royal road. He said that even on the royal road, there can be disasters. So sense gratification, there is according to the dharma, if you do it, and minimal to keep the body and soul together, then one can go very fast towards Krishna. There is no happiness in this material world, and there is no dukkha lema shashvata. There is no happiness means that there is no guarantee that things will go the way we want them. Just because we planted so many trees or dug so many wells does not guarantee us as a good situation in our next life. All guarantees are there, torn apart by the influence of the Kali Yuga. So guarantee is only Krishna consciousness is the only guarantee. So in Kali Yuga, wealth alone will be considered the sign of a man's good birth, proper behavior, fine qualities, and law and justice will be applied only on the basis of one's power. But as the earth becomes crowded with a corrupt population, whoever among any of the social classes shows himself to be the strongest will gain political power. Kali Yuga is a dangerous time, but only one good quality. Kalir doshe nidhe rajan yasti ek mahan guna kirtanat eva krishnasya mukta sangha param bhajet. That we should become free from this internal void and go param, that is go to the back home, back to Godhead, param bhajet. So we have to remember, perform our duties, a part of service to Krishna, and remember, Mam Anusmara Yugachya. Krishna told Arjuna that you remember me and do your duty as fighting. You are Kshatriya, so you fight, but think of Krishna and you do it on behalf of Krishna. First you surrender to Krishna, then you Sharanagati to Krishna, and then you are already, then whatever you do for Krishna, whatever is needed, then it becomes part of Krishna consciousness. Not that, oh, my child wants to eat some pizza, so let me make pizza, then I offer to Krishna. That's not a proper offering. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected when he was talking to Ramananda Rai, that this is external. But we should give up ourselves, give ourselves to Krishna, and surrender to Krishna. Sharanagati, complete Sharanagati. Then whatever you do for Krishna, that becomes an offering to Krishna. And that's a strong progress. He has to perform his duties while simultaneously remembering Krishna. Chanting Hare Krishna is simple and sublime. So wherever you go, you chant Krishna's names. Yare dekho tare ko Krishna Upadesh, Amara Agya Hoy, Guru Tare Desh. If the chanting is kept as a priority, it will be easier to dovetail the material duty in Krishna's service. We are aspiring not just to become sinless or dutiful, that is not our aspiration, but to become lovers of Krishna. So these are the instructions that are given. A wicked person like Hiranyakashipu, even though adorned with learning, like Ravan was also very, very much learned, is to be avoided at all. That is asatsang at all costs. If a snake is decorated with a jewel, does that not make him all the more dangerous? The jewel in the snake makes it more dangerous. So that is, if somebody has very, very rich or very beautiful or very powerful. But if he is not devotee, then one should not associate with him. But you could, by your preaching, you could bring to Krishna consciousness, and people who are following him, then they would also become Krishna conscious. But Mahapurush is a devotee of the Lord, and that association is more and more needed, not association of big political people. We have to keep our hearts very, very pure and detached from material life. Then they will be able to see themselves and everyone else as a spirit soul and preach in a way that benefits everyone. The enemies of the lust, greed, anger, fear, illusion, and madness are compared to serpents because serpents bite even when they are not provoked. The serpent, therefore, is the personification of malicious nature. Like Hiranyakashipu was like a serpent. When we become proud of our so-called good qualities, we ruin everything. So humbleness is very, very needed. Tranadapi sunichena taro iva saishnuna amanina manadena kirtani sadahari. A genuine devotee is humble and pleased to see good qualities in others. He is not envious of anyone. He is not competitive and does not ruin whatever qualities he is himself able to develop. So these are some of the instructions that are being given, and a little bit about envy. Envy develops that somebody, that is envy, the competitor of the divine law, just opposite to this. So Vaishnavas are not envious. When all of the devotees saw the mercy of Lord Chaitanya upon the two brothers, Rupa and Sanatan, when they were initiated, they were very much gladdened. Means when they see the progress of others, one should not become envious, but should be very, very happy. And they began to chant the holy name of the Lord, Hari Hari. So Chadiya Vaishnava Seva, Nistar Payashe Keva. That main thing is Vaishnava Seva. Otherwise, there is no Nistar or there is no elevation to Krishna consciousness. If he would not be delivered, Nistar means to be delivered from the clutches of the material world. Because everybody is suffering and they want moksha. But higher than moksha is to go back home, back to Godhead, in the loving devotional service of the Supreme Lord. Moksha means to get freedom. Moksha means they want to go and merge with the Supreme Lord. They are above. It is in the spiritual kingdom realm, but not we have to attach to Krishna and his devotees and serve them. That is more important than becoming liberated. Liberation for most of the people is to merge in the Brahma Jyoti. But we cannot merge in the Brahma Jyoti, and we have a part of Krishna as a super soul or Paramatma, but Paramatma is not there in the spiritual kingdom. This Paramatma is giving us directions, fulfilling our desires, but Paramatma is not there. It means there is a Brahma Jyoti is there, Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Shabdate, but that is in the material world. But Bhagavan is always worshipped. Brahma Jyoti is there, and beyond that is Krishna and Krishna alone. No, Paramatma's role is in the material world. So, envious of the success of a Vaishnava, certainly not a Vaishnava himself, but is an ordinary mundane man. So, a mundane person in the dress of a Vaishnava should not be respected, but rejected. He should be upeksha. Enjoy. That is the Shastra. The word upeksha means neglect. One should neglect an envious person. A preacher's duty is to love the Supreme Personality of Godhead, make friendship with Vaishnavas, and show mercy to the innocent and reject, that is upeksha, or neglect those who are envious or jealous. Because you can't preach everybody. So sometimes it is said that a devotee is more kind, more merciful than Krishna himself. Why? Because they take all the trouble, they take all the sins, all the to preach to the preach to these people, just like Nityananda Prabhu. He went to, like Krishna said, go home, Kaho Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Laho Krishna, Shikha. So they went, and then this demon, Madhai, he hit him with a big brick, and there was bleeding. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to kill him with his Sudarshan Chakra. But anyway, he took hold Nityananda Prabhu of the lotus feet of the Lord, that this Kali Yuga, so many people are envious and also always in anxiety and problems. So please be merciful. Our aim is not to kill, but kill their demonic condition. So we should accept the shelter of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and preach in the mood what he felt. A mundane person in the dress of a Vaishnava should not be that of Peksha. Many jealous people in the dress of Vaishnava in this Krishna even in Krishna consciousness movement, they should be completely neglected. There is no need to serve a jealous person who is in the dress of a Vaishnava. Narottam Das Thakur is saying, Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payache Keba. He is indicating an actual Vaishnava, not an envious or jealous person in the dress of a Vaishnava. So, there are many instructions in this way, and Krishna will kiss us, is waiting for us to give us his darshan. So forgetfulness of our relationship with the Supreme Lord brings about our suffering in the mortal world. And Krishna is the only owner of the affection and attention of the jiva. So we put so much attention to our kinsmen, family members, but first we accept Krishna as our maintainer, our shelter, our Supreme Lord, and in that way that Krishna has given me this child, this wife, this home to take care, then all will. So you surrender yourself, and then everything you do becomes part of Krishna consciousness. So we should take this Krishna consciousness seriously. The relationship with Krishna is ever existing. There is no need for artificial imposition of anything new in one's consciousness. Human form of life is the perfect opportunity to clear all the doubts and kindle the light of eternal wisdom in the heart. Bhakti Yoga process is therefore a revival of our last relationship. Means everybody Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhika Uday Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karay Uday. That Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem is there in all the living beings, not just human beings. But some are covered, some are less covered. And we have to remove this covering by chanting process, taking prasad, and so forth. There are many things one can do in Krishna consciousness. So spiritual existence, the human form, is the only chance to understand our eternal relation. Even the demigods cannot understand. Our relation with him is eternal. It can neither be broken nor vanquished. It may be forgotten. So we have forgotten Krishna for the time being, but it can be revived also by the grace of the Lord if we follow him with his injunction, which are revealed in the scriptures of all times and places. Because of his developed consciousness, the human form, the human being must understand the constitutional position of all the living entity and understand what is our constitutional position. Jivera Surabhave, Krishner, Nitya Das, and we are eternally a servant of Krishna. And understand why he must accept a material body. We accept it because of our material desires. So I'm not saying to kill the desire, but to transform them into Krishna consciousness. You want to eat nice prasad, offer nice bhoga to Krishna, then you can enjoy. You want to go to holy places, then you go and serve the Vaishnavas there. So you want to see something nice, so have a drama or see something, not the material movies, which agitates your mind. One should not remain foolish and ignorant, but one must inquire about his constitutional position. That is called Athato Brahma Jigyasa. There is no difficulty in establishing the intimate relationship between a father and son. There is no problem. So there is no difficulty in re-establishing the natural intimate relationship between Krishna and the living entity. A person who is totally engaged in transcendental loving service of the Lord and who constantly remembers him at every step easily obtains the mercy of the Lord by entering into his personal contact. So there are many instructions in the scriptures are given. The most important thing is a soul's desire. The desire to associate with Krishna again, to serve his, according to one's intimate disposition of Krishna's, for Krishna's full satisfaction. One must be eager to regain one's spiritual identity not to get relief from material problem. So our main thing is that we are Krishna's Das, and we would be established by service, and we'll know even our Swarup. Everybody has a relationship with Krishna. Hanumanji in a Dasya Bhav, Arjun in a Sakya Bhav, all the gopis in a conjugal relationship. So all the Jiva soul, we will know our conjugal relationship, means our relationship with Krishna. When we become pure and heart is purified, one should not go into these things prematurely. It will be revealed to you by Krishna's mercy. So the Lord Bhavan, that all conditioned souls rotting in the kingdom of material energy come back to him by giving up all engagements in the material world. This is the most confidential part of knowledge. So that's why Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Shranman. Give all religiosity, all the dharma that you think, material dharma, materially motivated, but surrender to me. Remember me all the time. And just so that is, and there would not be any reaction. So desire should be purified. मेरी चाही करन की जो है तुम्हारी चाह, तो अपनी चाही करो, यह है मेरी चाह. मेरी चाही हो वही जो है तुम्हारी चाह, तुम्हारी अनचाही कभी मत हो मेरी चाह. तुम्हारी चाही मैं प्रभु है मेरा कल्याण, मेरी चाही मत करो मैं मूर्ख अनजान. So it is praying to the Lord that if you want to fulfill my desire, please fulfill whatever you want me to. Please engage me when we chant Hare Krishna mantra. We pray to Srimati Radharani. Please engage me in the devotional service of Lord Krishna and Rama, who is a Raman, Radha Raman, who is enjoying with Srimati Radharani. So that is the prayer. So the mind is the storehouse of our past desire, and we have the present body due to our past desire. So whenever we desire in this present body, will be expressed in a future body. Thus the mind is the source of different kinds of bodies. If the mind is purified by Krishna consciousness, one will naturally in the future get a body that is spiritually full of Krishna consciousness. Such a body is our original form. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed, Jivara Swarupa hai Krishna Nitya Das. So every living entity is constitutionally an eternal servant of Krishna. And in that way, we could practice Krishna consciousness. Now, particularly for this verse that we read, there was 10th chapter, 10th canto, 4th chapter, 4th verse. There was nice and Sridhar Swami, and they are commenting on this Bhagavat Mahapuran. So it's the root cause of everything. Sarva Karana Karana. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigra Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Or whatever you need. Akama Sarva Kamava Moksha Kamo Dardi Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yaje Purusha Param. We should worship Krishna. He is the Samam Bonam, is the root cause of everything, and all the demigods, Brahma and Shiva, they all depend on him. There is no need to go to demigods. You could, yes, always you should worship them, or you should adore them, or glorify them. But our main object of love is for Krishna, for our service to Krishna. All the demigods will automatically be happy as you water the roots, then the whole tree, like stems and branches and leaves and flowers and fruits, they all nourished. So everybody will be nourished by bringing Krishna in our life. Thank you so much. I will end here. So if anybody has any questions, but I will read just the translation of that verse 3 and 4. When Hiranyakashipu understood Hare Krishna,
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
yeah, Hare Krishna. So if there is any comments or
Prabhuji,
questions,
Dhanvat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Such a wonderful class. I'm requesting devotees if anybody have questions, or please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for giving wonderful class, and thank you so much for coming on the call. Thank you so much. And today my mom has joined the class. Hare Krishna.
Pranam to her. She is wonderful devotee. Always chants
Yes.
and remembers Krishna. So, thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. How Sri Krishna is embracing his devotees. So, anyone has any other comments, questions, anything to add up?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj Ji. Please accept my most respectful
Hare
obeisances at your lotus feet.
My
I have two
obeisances.
questions. Maharaj Ji, you mentioned about the qualities of the devotees, and my question is, say if a devotee is advancing and someone prays or someone informs that devotee, okay, you're doing good. So there will be a pride in that devotee. It is natural. Even if we chant, after chant, if we do good chanting and we know that we are done a good job today, so there is little pride, like, oh, I did something great. Is it not that we will have that pride when we will have the good qualities? And to remain a humble is very difficult, because if we know that we are humble, it's a fall down, right? So I think so. So could you please teach on this, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Okay, it's a good question. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Tranadapi Sunichena, Taro Iva Saishnuna, Amanina Manadena. He should remain humble like a tree at the grass and all this, and tolerate, and then glorify others. But if he wants to, he develops pride. Pride will destroy his all the good qualities, or good chanting, or good musician, or becomes a good lecturer. But if he has so much pride because of giving nice classes, then he will fall down. Krishna does not want to see his devotees to have pride. Just his own mother was somehow Vaishnava Prad. What she did, she thought that because of Advaita Acharya's association of my Vishwambhar, the Vishwaroop, the elder son, he took sannyas and left home. My younger son, Vishwambhar, is also taking his shelter, going to his classes. Maybe my son should not be that intimately connected with Advaita Acharya. Because of this thought, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not invite her to give his mercy when he had done Prakash, 24-hour Prakash. Means he showed his all the forms to the devotees, whoever they are worshiping Lord, so they could see them face to face. And so when Advaita Acharya came there, and in great ecstasy he fell down, then his mother, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother, Sachi Devi, she went and she took the dust of the lotus feet. Otherwise, she would not allow her to take the dust. But when she was unconscious, so that was all the Lord's arrangement. But it shows that if one gets a pride, then that is a material quality. It is not spiritual. And by whatever his good deeds, if he did not learn not to be proud, it's matter of heart inside. Outside showing is different, but inside he should not feel that he's such a great man, or he's such a. He should just, it is all Krishna's mercy. He should surrender to Krishna, should be humble, and just like gopis are saying, Asli Shiva Padaratam Pedastumanam, Adarshanam Marmatam Karoto, Yatha Tathava Vidadhatu Lampato Mata Prana, Nastatu Sa Eva Napar. You are my prana. Whatever it is because of your good qualities. I mean, whatever I am is because of you. Prabhupada never took the credit to himself. He gave it is because of my spiritual master. And he treated his disciples as they are the spiritual master. They are his spiritual master. He never took any credit, any like kind of ahankar in his life. And sometimes he may rebuke just to correct them to Krishna consciousness. but not out of pride or out of that I'm their spiritual master and I could chastise them. Chastisement is necessary sometime to show them the path, but it is not with a bad heart or mood to trouble somebody. Not in that way, just to correct him or to give him lesson, that is different. So pride is a killer, like envy is a killer. Envy is a competitor of the devotional life. So one should not become envious or pride or become anger. Prabhupada sometimes will shiver with anger. But that is anger is if they don't do their service properly or do not understand or neglect devotional service. For service to Krishna, he'll become angry, but not for his own care. Sometimes somebody in place of sugar, they put all the salt, and he ate that, even with so much salt in halwa. And he said it was very nice. He never complained, he never said that you fool, you just did not really wash carefully. You put salt in the halwa. I wanted to eat halwa, and you made like this. Therefore, he could have scolded him, but he did not do that. For himself, he remained very peaceful, calm, quiet. But for a moment to spread, then naturally he will show his anger for preaching Krishna consciousness. So I hope that helps. Yes.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
So Maharaji, till we reach to the spiritual platform, we are bound to have pride and we are bound to have the fall down in and out, because we know how is the devotion, like the quality of devotion only we know. Up till and until we are not open, or we don't give some account or a true accountability to someone, till then the pride is with us. It is hidden because we are in a material world. We cannot avoid the material world, right? We are interacting, we are having so many obstacles, and we don't know, because we cannot judge ourselves. So it is like we are bound to face so many things in devotion. Is my understanding correct?
Yeah,
There is no
your
escape.
But you should always have associate and with senior people or even your own, and you alone building up more pride. Oh, I'm very good, I'm doing very nicely, I'm reading so much scriptures and so many verses. I could sing, so I could play harmonium and prananga, and so that should associate, and that will keep him down. His mind.
Maharaji, your voice is breaking, Maharaji.
Should be given confidence that this is pride is developing, and so there should be some duty that you could reveal your mind without telling anyone else. Without telling me, you should reveal your mind to that person to whom you have friendship. It's a needed person who live alone could develop pride. He gradually falls down. Many devotees or sannyasis, they fell down. They were highly elevated, but they were alone and contemplating for themselves that they are so elevated, and then they fall down. They left the movement or married someone, and even sannyasis. So one should be in association of devotees. That is like a chain, like protective shield for you. So because you are saying that pride is developing, so then reveal it. Dadati pratigranati bhunje bhojayati, and then Guhyam Akhyati Prachati. Guhyam is confidential thing should be narrated to other, and then hear their comments and their own confidential, their own problems. So that is a problem, that one elevates and he falls down. So that could be taken care. It's not natural. We are not fully Krishna conscious, and that's why the pride comes. Pride is a material thing. Krishna does not want to see pride, even in Hanuman or Arjuna or anyone. There are many stories that you could read about that how he developed. He does not want to see even a tinge of pride. So you should read in the life of other Vaishnavas that how the pride develops and what he did. Arjun thought that I won and so much battle and I could do this and this. And then Lord Krishna was there. He said that you bridge and then let Hanuman jump on it, and it should not break. He had a pride that I could protect Brahmana's sons. 10 sons were taken by Mahavishnu because he wanted Mahavishnu to see that Krishna comes to him, means Krishna is more even beautiful than Mahavishnu or more. So, I am not Krishna or I am not Balram. I am Arjun, Gandhivdhari, and I will protect. And he made a whole cage that not even air will pass. But when the mother delivered the child, he cried for a minute and then he died. So the Brahmana became very furious. He says, you promise that you will enter into the fire and kill yourself. But as he was entering, then Krishna says, Arjun, come on. And he had his chariot and his 4 horses and with the chakra showing the light and went across all the coverings of the one universe and all the universes, and through he went to Mahavishnu, and then Vishnu respected them. He welcomed them and he says, I stole all these children just so I could see you. So in this way, Krishna did not wanted to have any pride, whether it is Hanumanji or Arjun or anyone else. I think you heard one time that Satyabhama, oh, I am the most beautiful. And so they had even this Sati is the wife of Lord Shiva. She made the face of Sita Devi when Ramchandra was passing by. And then Lord Rama, he was asking trees and mountains and stones and rivers, Sita, where are you? And she says, how a Supreme Personality could hanker or should be about his own wife. He's so much attached to her. But he was not attached. He's just showing us that people who are attached, what happens to them. So anyway, he recognized that Mataji, Sati Devi, where is Lord Shiva? So she became so much melted. And then she left the place. She did not say a word. Then she went to Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva asked what happened. She did not say anything. And then later Lord Shiva rejected her because he knew what is it, that you acted as if my own worshipable deity, worshipable Mata, Sita Devi. So he never accepted her as his wife. And later on she gave her body in this fire Yagya Daksha Prajapati. So anyway, any time that I could make the face like this, the Sudarshan Chakra had a pride, and then this Garudji had a pride, and Satyabhama had a pride. Just one thing that he said, he sent Hanumanji to please bring Garudji, and so Garudji, and she made the face up like Hanuman worships Lord Sita Devi. So she thought I am the most beautiful. But he said, no. So Hanumanji is a very, very vivid example. And Guruji said that I will lift you on my back. Come. But Hanumanji went even before him, he came. And Sudarshan Chakra also, he put Sudarshan Chakra, stopped him to coming. Hanumanji caught hold of Sudarshan Chakra and put it in his mouth. So in this way, all their pride was gone. So all the energy comes from Krishna. He's the one who is giving all this. And then in front of Krishna, if we become very proudy, he does not like it, whoever it may be. Lord Shiva said that I killed this Kamdev, and I could, whatever form you come, you cannot attract me. But Mohini, he wanted to see the Mohini Murti because he was not there. So she showed, so all of a sudden, Mohini Murti, that is Krishna, Narayana came, Vishnu, and she was playing the ball, and then there was a rainfall, and her saris stuck to her body, and Lord Shiva was running. Even Sati or Parvati was there. Still, even in her presence, was running behind. And then he showed his form that I am Krishna. So if you are defeated, it is by Krishna. But one should not be proud of his achievements.
And Maharaji, what is important? We should have a track of our consciousness per day, or we should develop the qualities in our devotion, or the qualities in everything we do in our devotion. so that our consciousness develop. What is more important, to have a collective overlook in what we do, or we focus completely on the qualities of the services that we do, to have a good consciousness while practicing?
Very well taken. Your question is very, very nice. But you should have both, that before you sleep, you chant, but also contemplate, what did I do? Did I do anything wrong? Should I correct it? Whether you do it once a day or once in a week, but it should be done as self-assessment. And then you continue with your sadhana, nice chanting, nice offering to the deities, nice decorating the deities, nice preaching to the students that you come or whomever you come across. यारे देखो तारे को कृष्णोपदेश हमारा आ गया है गुरु तारे देश. If you are sitting with somebody in a train or bus or aeroplane, talk to them about Krishna. So that would be the nice way of spending time rather than wasting time in our own dreams and in our own ideas of enjoying the material world. There is no enjoyment in the material world. You may think it is enjoyment, but it is all temporary, it is going away. Same enjoyment propensity in the material world will give you suffering because we are away from Krishna. So utilize everything, whatever is given by Krishna in his service.
Yes, Maharaji. Eternally grateful to you. Done with at your dust of your lotus feet, Maharaji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
I could also get better like you are trying to get better. I could also get better and not get rowdy. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, I'll try to do my.
Anyone else has any comments, questions?
So much, Prabhuji. Yeah, such a wonderful answer. Yeah, anybody else have any questions?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Pranam Jishpat.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Radharaman Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you for
Very nice
joining.
class, Maharaj. I was a little late in joining, but I still could get the gist of it. So thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hiranyakashipu is trying to kill his son and his son putting on his lap, but he says, where is your strength? Is he everywhere? He says, Krishna is everywhere. He's in this pillar. And he put his fist, not with his gada, not his mace. He just put a fist and strongly, because he was such a strong man. And even Kal was afraid of him. Then he broke that pillar and then Lord Narasimha appeared.
Narasimha ki jai.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for enlightening class today. We are very grateful to you and we look forward to your association again and again in the future. Let's pay our obeisance to Maharaj. Vancha kalpa tarubhesha kripa Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Samik Rishi Prabhuji ki jai.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maharaj.